After days of relentless rain, the water levels in Chennai have begun to recede. But light rain continues in several parts of the state of Tamil Nadu. What's alarming is the death toll after the spell of worst rains in a century has mounted to a whopping 269. The Met Department has said that low pressure will weaken over the next 48 hours. On Thursday, Prime Minister conducted an aerial survey of the rain-ravaged metropolis and announced 1,000 crores towards relief and rehabilitation works in Tamil Nadu. Limited commercial flight operations are likely to start from the Recede Naval Air Base in Arakkonam near Chennai today. The Navy has approved 7 such flights for takeoff today and tomorrow.
At one of the deaf and dumb schools near Nungambakam in Chennai. And this is what you see, the plight of at least about 300 to 400 children who are stuck inside for days. As soon as the rains began, they have been starving, nowhere to go, no calls that were made which were really answered. And now is when we realize that these children have absolutely no voice to speak, to yell out, to scream and call for help.
While there has been some respite after days of downpour in Chennai, the focus is now on rescue and relief work in the city of 7 million. With floodwaters persisting in the metropolis, the armed forces continue their relentless work in ensuring each stranded citizen is brought to safety. While the Air Force dropped packets of food to the needy, Army personnel waded through knee-deep water to answer distressed SOSs from every corner of the beleaguered city. Police teams also lend a hand in citywide rescue operations. Patients were also rescued on boats from a premier hospital in the city. Joining me live from Coimbatore in Chennai is editor South T.S. Sudhir. Sudhir, there hasn't been raining since morning now, which is good news, but connectivity remains the major issue. What do you see behind you? Has the traffic movement begun as buses and trains have they started plying?
Well, no one is complaining, Amita, that the IMD has got its prediction over the last 24 hours wrong. They had predicted heavy rainfall, but the sun is out and that's some good news. But if you see the situation out here, this is just outside the Coimbatore bus terminal. There's still a lot of water logging. The traffic finding it extremely difficult on that narrow strip of road which is still visible to actually move. So as a result of which there is huge traffic jam. If the camera could pan to the left, you'll get a sense of how much is the traffic jam out there. All those buses lined up there, not able to move an inch, and this has been the scene for the last 1 hour that we have been around. Many of the people trying to go to work, carrying their essential commodities, like this person who is carrying the vegetables out here to his shop from Coimbatore. Life essentially difficult. The fact that the mobile connectivity is affected, the fact that the ATMs are not working, the power cuts are still there in most parts of Chennai. That is making life pretty difficult, and the traffic on the roads not really moving smoothly. So going from place A to place B in Chennai still quite difficult, but they are still hoping, and I've been speaking to some of the traffic policemen who have been manning there, hoping that now with the sun out there will be some respite and some of this water at least could recede, could dry up over a period of next 24 to 36 hours. Amitabh.
All right. Also, Sudhir, we've seen that the relief and rescue rehabilitation work has been doubled by the Army and the NDRF. Have they been able to reach the remote areas which has been worst affected by the floods?
Well, yes and no. Many of the remote areas which were where people were marooned, where people were stranded and were sending SOS messages outside have been rescued, sent to relief shelters or to hospitals in case of people with injuries. But many of the areas, because even till late last night I was getting messages of people who were stranded at some places, again with not being their relatives and friends not being able to reach them. So connectivity still remains an issue. The government of Tamil Nadu, the Chennai Corporation, still does not really have a very clear idea about the number of people who are actually marooned in different waterlogged areas. So I was told that many places, this is just probably one of the better among the places, because there are many places in Chennai which are still waterlogged, underwater, where people are angry because they're not getting essential commodities. The vegetable prices have gone up at least 4 times. The price of milk has gone up. Even to get an auto rickshaw from here till the end of the road, the auto rickshaw driver is charging 100 rupees because people have luggage to carry. There are many students, many IT professionals who live in this part of Chennai who have been wanting to go outside of Chennai to Coimbatore, to Bangalore, to Hyderabad, and probably return only after a week when situation gets back to normal. But again, no tickets available on any of these buses, and even those tickets which are available, they are charging at least 4 to 5 times the amount. So those are some of the hardships that they are facing, but people really don't have a choice because their homes are underwater, their offices are closed at least till Sunday, Monday.
All right, we here at India Today will be trying our best to connect the people there who are stranded with the concerned authorities. Our reporters are giving minute-by-minute updates there from Chennai. T.S. Sudhir, Editor South, joining us from Coimbatore. Many thanks for joining us for now. Also joining me on the broadcast is actor Shreya Saran. Many thanks for joining us here and speaking to us. You worked in Chennai. You're a big name in the Tamil film industry. What's your first reaction of what's going in Chennai right now?
Chennai has given me a lot, and I have beautiful memories of Chennai. It broke my heart, and the fact that I can't even get in touch with any of my friends. I'm scared, and when you see all those images on TV, I really don't know how to express my sadness and my fear, and I feel a lot of pain.
Well, the situation is grim in Chennai, but as you said, I mean, do you know people in Chennai who are in distress, your friends or relatives?
Well, to begin with, I can't get through any of my friends, and I finally managed to get through one of my friends. What is beautiful about Chennai right now is the spirit of Chennai. Everyone has come together, helping out each other. From temple to mosque to churches, everyone have come, and people are actually making food there for people. People are distributing hot food in their own houses. I want to congratulate the army and the rescue work which you all have taken. It's wonderful. So that's one thing I am really happy about. But secondly, I want to help out, reach out. So the first thing which I'm doing is whatever message that I find which is worth sharing, I'm sharing it on Twitter, trying to connect people on Facebook, any valuable information which I think can be helpful for people, I'm doing that. And I want to reach out maybe after a week when things are more settled. I'm going to go back to Chennai and see what I can do. It's really important that all of us come together and help them.
Also, Shreya, my last question to you. A lot of actors from the south have come out to help. Siddharth has been tweeting live and giving updates. Superstar Rajnikant has also donated around 10 lakh rupees. What more would you like to do, or what more does your industry, the Tamil film industry, would like to do?
A lot of actors are doing a lot of work. A lot of actors have contributed a lot of money. A lot of actors are silently doing work. I've heard Siddharth is doing a lot of work. I haven't been able to get in touch with any of my actor friends. I don't know what's going on. Most of the phones are not going through. As I told you before, I managed to get through one friend of mine, and he was appreciating the rescue work a lot. From the Coast Guards to Army to cops, everyone are doing a great job. They don't even know the terrain, but still they've gone there and they're helping people. Fishermen in Chennai, they've come and given their boats to rescue children and elders. And there's some beautiful stories, Humans of Chennai, the beautiful stories which I keep listening to, which I've been listening to the whole of today. Well, I would like to go back to Chennai within a week, 10 days, whenever I can, see if there is a fundraiser that's going on where I can contribute. help in whatever way I can. As I said before, Chennai has given me a lot, and because we're part of this country where we all come together, and that's the beauty of our country, India. I think it's really important that every citizen come together and help them out. Chennai has seen the worst rain in 100 years. It is really sad, and I think it's time that we reach out and help them.
Actor Shreya Saran, many thanks for speaking to India Today and sharing your perspective on the rains in Chennai. Now